and welcome back to my channel. Obviously I've been gone for a while, but I always am because my health is always very up and down from day to day. There's not much to say, you know the situation. I've got chronic pain, I'm exhausted, I have insomnia that I'm trying to fix. Sometimes I have a whole bad week, but I'm back, so let's get started with the video. As you can tell from the title, I'm just doing product empties. Now, this is a video I haven't done before, but I think in general people like this kind of video, so I thought I'd give it a go, see how it does, see if it's the kind of thing people are interested in. I don't usually keep my empty bottles and stuff because it drives Tom mad having things that should be in the bin. But you know, he has dealt with this very graciously. By graciously I mean he hasn't complained too much. It helps that I keep it in this, which goes in this sort of shelving unit thing that I have. I can't think of the right word for it. So it's almost all skincare because I don't get through that much makeup. So if you like this video and you want to see more of this type of stuff, I could do like my expired makeup slash my makeup stash, which I haven't got through yet, but if I have got through it, this is what I would buy again, you know, that sort of thing. I always forget to say this at the start, so I'm saying now. Like and subscribe, share this video on your Facebook, on your Instagram, if you like it, or if you think there's someone else who might be interested in it, or my channel in general. Right, so I'm going to start. I have two hair products. I'm going to start with those first. Olaplex number 6, the Bond Smoother. I'm actually on my 3rd bottle of this. I've been like building these for a while because it takes me a while to get through all my skincare stuff. So yeah, obviously I've repurchased it. I've got some in my hair now actually. It's recently been washed, and I just stick this in, the number 7 oil, detangle my hair, that's it. I find this amazing. I can't wait for them to get it in jumbo size. I wish it was a bit cheaper, like £26 for 100 mils. It's quite pricey, but Olaplex in general is not that cheap, so I'm gonna be chucking the stuff in that bin. Maybe I'll do it a bit quieter. I didn't realise that it would sound quite so loud. The second hair product is dry shampoo. This is the Live Improve Perfect Hair Day. I got this, I think, in a subscription box a while ago. It's 198 mils. And so normally every fortnight I get my hair washed and blow dried at the hairdresser's, and then after about day 5 I noticed that the roots stay dry but the rest of my scalp stays dry, but my hair starts to get greasy. So I found this is very hit and miss. Sometimes I feel it works, sometimes it's not working, so it could be me. Would I buy this again? No, because I found a much better one that I prefer. It's by a brand called Klorane. Oh, I should have bought it in here. And it's got, I think, like oat milk or something in it. Oh, I'm trying to add a picture of it here and some text to tell you what it has. And that one works much better for my hair type. Right, now onto the skincare. I'm not doing this in any particular order, so I have the Garnier Micellar cleansing water for sensitive skin, the big bottle. This is a repurchase. I've repurchased this since it's finished. You know, micellar water is just a way to cleanse your skin. It can be like a first cleanse if you you know, depending what kind of makeup you have on. Most of the time I just start off with an oil-based cleanser or a balm. Because I find they're much better at breaking down oils and stuff. But when I've like been doing my double cleanse, sometimes I find waterproof mascara is still a bit, it still just really clings to my lashes, so I like to go over it with micellar water just to be sure I have got it all off. So it's pretty good price. I think it's like a £5, if that, for the 400ml. Yeah, I think micellar water is worth having. It's really good as well for cleaning up mistakes as you're doing makeup. Here's something I wouldn't repurchase. Now this isn't empty, this is full. It's a 3% vitamin C from Revolution. The reason I've included this is because I hate that it pills. But I guess if I do my skincare at night and use my vitamin C, it shouldn't matter too much if it pills, because I'm not going anywhere. But it really annoys me when skincare pills up. I find I hate all Revolution skincare. I've used a few of their products and all of them, or almost all, like 99% of them, pill. If you don't know what pilling is, that's when you get like, so you do your skincare, so you've got like the liquid, you rub it into your skin and it makes those sort of, you know, like when you use a razor on a pencil, those bits, it has bits like that, and that's called pilling. So almost all Revolution skincare I find does that, so I hate it. I'm never using it again, never buying it again. I might use this up just to finish it, because since I put this in here and decided I wasn't going to use it again, I've just decided that I'm going to try not to let pilling annoy me as much at night. As long as it's not under my makeup, I'm going to try not to fuss. So I wouldn't buy it again, but I would finish this up. Here's one that I'm not sure how I feel about it. I kept it in the box so I didn't lose it. This one I got in my advent calendar. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know I had the Harrods one. I had a sample of this Murad Replenishing Multi-Acid Peel. It's a tiny little sample. You're supposed to see a difference in 7 days. I think I did see a bit of a difference. It's by face, so that means it's got, I think, oil and non-oil parts, so you shake it up. So the two parts mixed together, and then you use it on your skin. Yeah, you put it onto a cotton pad, sweep all over the face, neck and chest. Don't rinse it off. It makes your skin more sensitive because it's got acids in here. It did sting a tiny bit on the first 2 days, I think, or 3 days, and then it was fine. I would buy the full size of this, because I think it had a good potential to fix my skin, but I wouldn't say in 7 days it completely did, but it was starting to. But Murad is a bit of an expensive brand, which is why I haven't purchased a full size yet. But that's on my potential to buy list. Here's one that wasn't so good. This is the Clinique stage 4 of, you know, they have their made 3-step routine, and I think it's expanded now, so obviously there's number 4. This is for oily skin. It's a clarifying lotion. It's supposed to be twice a day liquid exfoliant. This was fine, I think, for the first few days to a week, and then I noticed that my skin was super dry. And I know this is clarifying, like, it was awful. My skin is super oily. Not just oily, it is ridiculously oily. And this is drying my skin out to the point where it was really bad. Where my skin looked a bit rubbish. So I switched to using this actually just on my chest and like on my body, under my arms. Because apparently, like, Glycolic toner is supposed to be really good for under your arms, like getting rid of sweat smells or stopping you from sweating. I don't know, something. I used it under my arms because other people were doing it. I forget the reason why it's good. But if you check out this channel called Skin Mad on here, I'll link the channel below. He has a really good video explaining why glycolic acid can be good for under your skin. So this is fine on my body and that, but it's kind of not expensive per se, but like you get 200 mils and I forget the price. I think it's somewhere between 20 and 30 pounds, and for something that I only use on my body, I'm not sure if I'd spend that kind of money again. But like I've started to use like more acids and stuff on my body. I go down, bring my skincare down my neck and my chest to the nipples, but sometimes it's nice to get some acid on the rest of your body. So I wouldn't purchase it to use on my face again, but on my body it's a maybe if it was on offer. A good one, the L'Oreal Age Perfect Golden Age. This is a very pretty pink. It's like very, very light pink with glittery bits in. I bought this because I wanted a toner or essence to do the 7 skins method that I do, to balance my oils. This was really good. I think it did work. This is an essence, glow reactivating essence. But considering, like, you know, the 7 layers of essence and that, 2 to 3 drops, like it says, is definitely not enough. It's expensive for what I use it for. If you use it as a normal essence, then it's nice. And it did help reduce my oiliness. It's just for what I use it for, it's a bit too expensive. But yes, I would potentially repurchase it. Now, Superdrug, if you live in the UK, you'll know Superdrug is very cheap. I guess it's our version of a drugstore. You can get like medication in there. They have a pharmacy for the last few years, and they do skincare. I've seen food being sold in there, like snacks. But yes, they have their own brand called ME+. And I was going to buy the Ordinary's niacinamide and it was out, so I was looking like elsewhere to buy it. And that's how I came across this. It's Niacinamide and Zinc Booster. It has 10% niacinamide, 1.5% zinc. So it's to help clarify and improve skin tone. Niacinamide also is good for reducing your oil production. I'm supposed to use this 2 to 3 times a week, but I use niacinamide daily because my skin can now tolerate it daily. I don't know if it helps with like, I think it's supposed to help with pigmentation as well, niacinamide. It's a good product. I keep it in my rotation just in case it is doing something. It's very inexpensive, definitely less than £10, and so I feel it's worth having in my skincare, even though I'm not 100% sure I see a difference. But yeah, the Superdrug brand is definitely very good. It doesn't pill up. I don't have a reaction to it. Got nothing bad to say. It's definitely at least equivalent to the Ordinary one. But I think the Ordinary is 2% zinc. This is only 1.5. The zinc is good for acne prone skin. This is cruelty free and vegan as well. I don't know if the Ordinary one is as well. Let me see, I got an Ordinary product here. On the bottles it doesn't say whether they're vegan and that, but this is not the same product, so I don't know. But yeah, this is a good option if you want to use niacinamide on your skin. I'm trying to do like one good, one bad to balance it out. This one I feel is overrated, everybody loves Fresh. This is their Black Tea Kombucha Facial Treatment Essence. Again, I bought this because everybody likes Fresh brand. I think I've seen people rave about this one specifically. It's supposed to be anti-pollution, age delay. This, I was surprised that this stung my skin. I don't know why, but I didn't expect it to. Like, it was fine for when I did a skin patch to check if I was allergic, but it did end up stinging my skin, so I ended up not using it on my face anymore. I did use it all up. Oh, there's like 1 drop left, but I wouldn't repurchase this. I think it's too expensive for what it is, especially considering it stung my face. A really good product. This one I buy on Amazon. It's the only place you can get it in the UK. So this is the Reviva Labs 10% Glycolic Cream. Claims to be professional strength. I don't know about that, but I don't use it as an all-over moisturiser, which is what it says on here. During the daytime use, add Reviva's, their daytime moisturiser over the top. So I just use this on my hyperpigmentation. If you're not new to my channel, you'll know that I'm unfortunately a big spot picker, and then I pick the spots until it scabs, and then I pick the scab until there's no scab and it's just a brown mark. I'm getting better at not doing that. I don't really have that many breakouts on my face anymore, thankfully. But this is amazing at getting rid of the brown hyperpigmentation marks from acne. So yes, I repurchased this and I'll continue to repurchase it because I'm a picker. If you have hyperpigmentation for other reasons that's not acne as well, it's good for that too. I used the 5% on first, found my skin was okay with that, and then I moved up to the 10% because I was hoping I'd see results quicker. It still takes some weeks and you have to use it consistently, at least once at night, like just daily, well, nightly. I think it's around a tenner. And Amazon is the only place I can get it, except for places like the website iherb.com, where you can buy stuff that's like usually exclusive to America and or Canada. They don't sell it anywhere else in the UK or the European market. So here's another cult favourite that everyone seems to like. The Paula's Choice 2% salicylic acid. Is it gonna focus? There we go. I think this is around £26. This tingles on my skin. Yeah, so it's 2% BHA liquid exfoliant, basically salicylic acid. Supposed to unclog and shrink enlarged pores, smooths and even skin tone, lightweight, liquid and absorbs quickly. This is 118 mils or 4 fluid ounces. Oh, it's £28. It's the full price. Sometimes you can get it in the sale. Because this is an acid, you need, if you use it in the daytime, well, whether or not using it in the daytime, you need to wear sunscreen. You should wear sunscreen all year round anyway, at least SPF 30. But you definitely need to if you're using acids. I think this stung ever so slightly occasionally, like when my skin is a bit sensitive, but most of the time I think it's great. I'm sure it makes my sebaceous filaments look less intense too, because I don't really get blackheads. But it unblocks all my sebaceous filaments from my pores too. I would repurchase this. I think it's worth the price. I'm using the cheaper BHA at the moment and by the Inky List, and I don't see any results from it, so as soon as that's finished I'm going to go back to this. this is by a brand called Omorovicza. I think that's how you pronounce it. Queen of Hungary Mist. I got this in a beauty box, and it's a nice refreshing mist. It has a very light scent. It's expensive for what it is, so I won't repurchase it just for that reason. I don't see any difference to my skin, except, like I said, it's a nice spritz of hydration. It's a very heavy glass bottle. I hope I'm not rushing this too much. If you've got any questions, let me know. I forgot what I was saying because the camera cut off. Anyway, so next one. Cosrx Advanced Snail Mucin Power Essence. Again, I use this because Cosrx is really good. Everyone likes this product in particular. It's not, the mucin from Snail is not from actual snails. I think that, so it's artificial, especially the, like, you know, bred specifically in a clean way to use their serum. I forget, but I think it's artificial. This is really good for the 7 skins. It's £23-ish, I believe, for this, and it's 100 mils. For doing 7 layers of hydration though, it's a bit expensive because I go through so much so quickly. But it works for what I want it for. Adds lots of hydration to my skin, makes my skin less oily in the morning, and I don't find it sticky. And even if it is from real snails, as long as it's not a snail that you just pick up off the floor in England, it's fine. Or, you know, in Korea, because it's a Korean brand. I have repurchased this, and I would in the future. Neutrogena Hydro Boost Supercharged Serum. I like the packaging. I used this again for 7 skins to see if it would work. I think it was fine actually. It's only 30 mils and it's, I have to look at the price and add it below, but I think it's kind of expensive for such a small amount. Again, for, you know, doing the 7 layers. So I don't think it was cost effective for me. In general, I think it's not too hard to find a cheaper product of this, a cheaper dupe. So no, I wouldn't repurchase this, but only because, like I said, it's expensive for 100 mils, especially for my purpose. But in general, there's nothing wrong with this product. It's fine, it adds hydration. Don't know if it's powerful hydration. It's got these weird little beads in that dissolve. It comes up the, you know, the tube bit for the spray, because it's a spray. Well, like you push it down like a spray. It doesn't spray out, but yeah. Whew, that was a poor explanation. So it looks like a spray bottle, but it's not a spray. So when you press it down, you know, you go like that, the stuff comes out. The beads come up and out, but as they come out, they sort of dissolve. Occasionally I saw like the white lumps in it, because they're little white beads. The rest of the liquid is clear. Slightly viscous, so it's not, you know, super liquidy. It's good, it's fine, just expensive in my opinion. Now this product I've used before in a full bigger size bottle, and I didn't use it for ages, and I'll come back to it because it was in something, either my Harrods advent calendar or a subscription box. This is the Ren. Ready Steady Glow Daily AHA Tonic. Lots of people like this. There's 50 mils this one. You put it on a cotton pad, and put it all over your face, or all over your neck. Like flip the pad over, do your neck, get a second one and do your chest. I did notice a difference on my skin when I use this. It does look clearer, it feels a bit smooth. I feel it helps with the texture of my skin. It's fine to use twice a day apparently, but most people use AHAs either in the morning or in the night only. Usually in the evening I feel people use AHAs, because it does make your skin more photosensitive, so you definitely need sun protection. Would repurchase, have repurchased, it's great. Worth the money, even though it's a bit pricey. Here's one that was a waste of money. Can't remember if I purchased this or not, if it was in the subscription box. This is the Lancome Advanced Genivique. Oh, I got this in a set with loads of other Lancome stuff. I was super psyched to try their skincare, and everything but this made my skin react badly. So in general I steer clear of all Lancome skincare products. I like the scent, even though it's quite heavily scented, their products. But yeah, except, I mean, I would use this again because my skin didn't react badly to it, but I didn't see any difference to my skin. I do like the packaging though. Did I bring that close? I don't know. Yeah. People rave about this and I don't understand why. It did nothing to my skin. Now this came in a set. This is the Dr. Jart Vital Hydra Solution Biome Essence with Intensive Blue Shot Activator. Oh no, it's with, not activator. The activator bit is just the intensive bit in French. That's confusing packaging. I like this little jar. I don't like having to dig my fingers in. But I bought little spatulas for that instead. Hold on, my battery's dying. I got cut off a bit there, so if what I'm saying is a bit out of sync, you know why. So yeah, this is the same product, but instead of an essence, it's a cream, a gel cream. This is, I don't think this is a Korean brand, but it's definitely a brand that more or less copies Korean skincare. I was inspired by Korean skincare. This was great for my hydration. It's very small though to do 7 layers. It gets through it quite quickly. This is 15 mils and this is 50 mils. I think this is actually, yeah, this is Korean. It's made in Korea, but it also has an American address on it. Would purchase this again. Kind of don't want to throw this away because I really like this packaging for some reason. It's a nice blue, but I like square jars apparently. Would repurchase, do recommend. Korean skincare is the way forward. In case you didn't already know that, which I'm sure everyone knows by now. Down to my last 4 products. So this is I think a new indie Korean brand. I don't think this is very well known. I haven't heard anyone mention this. I haven't looked for anyone mention it either, but when I watch the videos that I do watch, I never hear anyone talk about this brand. So this is Kapoor Sanctum. I bought something else with this. I don't have it here with me. This is called the base, and then it has an X. Oleic acid 60% plus vitamin E 10%, renewing night serum. This is so oily. So oily. So I use this as the final step if I feel I need to. After I've done everything and moisturiser, occasionally I like to put this on it, oil to my skin, so I can just look like an oily hippo that's fresh out of the river. There's a picture of a cute hippo. That's where I got that from. I'll try to add it so you know what I'm talking about. I don't know that this did anything except made my skin look very oily. So oil moisturizes, it doesn't hydrate. It's used to lock everything in because it's very occlusive. Make sure none of that moisture is escaping. Oil is oil, it's fine. I did repurchase this and then I was like, do I really need to look like an oil slick before bed? Probably not. But it's fine. I can't remember the price, so I'll add it below. I think maybe it's a little overpriced. Like, I didn't see the oleic acid doing anything to my skin, so I've switched since then to a cheaper oil. And I'll just stick to a cheaper oil. For Ordinary, ascorbic acid 8% and alpha-arbutin 2%. I got this because it apparently helps with pigmentation. All the Ordinary bottles look the same. It's that dark bottle just so that sunlight doesn't react to it. This is water free, so I put this on after I've done my water-based serums and that. So ascorbic acid is basically vitamin C. I'm fine with 8%, that's about the highest I can go. Any higher than that and my skin has an allergic reaction. So antioxidants are important in your skincare for renewing your skin, giving you a clear complexion and a clear glow and fighting those free radicals. So it's important for anti-aging. You can use it in the morning or at night. I don't use it in the morning because I don't like to use oil when I've got makeup on, but priming oil is the thing, so that I'm looking into at the moment to see if that does sit well under makeup. I know dry oil does, but that's a different ball game. I have repurchased several times since I was introduced to it. It's under a tenner, I believe, in the UK. It's quite cheap in America as well. Everyone, you know, not everyone, but you know, if you know skincare, you know the Ordinary. It's inexpensive and effective. Buy it. Another one from the Ordinary. This is their retinol 0.2% in squalene. Again, you can see the bottles just look the same. These are both 30ml. Yeah. Retinol is the product you need if you don't do anything else in skincare besides a moisturizer. Get retinol in your life. You need it. If you don't think you need it, you're wrong. You need it. I'm 33 now. I've been using retinol based products for about 4 years now, I think, maybe 5. I started in my late 20s, definitely. Retinol's retinol, you know. 0.2% is a good start. I don't use this anymore. I'm not repurchasing this only because I use a higher retinol now, like a higher strength. But this is great if you're just introducing retinol to your skin. This is good towards the end. If you use this, don't use a moisturizer because a moisturizer will not penetrate the oil. Because squalene is oil basically. So use this and then use a night oil to lock everything in. It's great. My skin doesn't react. Your skin shouldn't react. Unless you have the most sensitive, reactive skin of life, you should be fine with this. But don't quote me on that. Do not hold, you know, if that you have problem skin, do your research, look into it and you know, check for yourself, look at other people's reviews. But this is generally a good starter product for people who are being introduced into retinol. And last but not least, this is by Soon Jung. No, this is by Etude House actually, that's the brand. They're Soon Jung pH 5.5 Relief Toner, pure and mild. 5.5 is close to the pH of water, I think. Or is water 7? I always thought that neutral was lower than 7 because I keep thinking of, you know, those old Dove adverts. But yeah, it's close to neutral, maybe slightly acidic. This is nice. It hydrates the skin, but not enough for me for doing the 7 skins. I used this, and then Volvina, my oil started coming through the next day anyway, so it wasn't thick enough for what I need. So now I just use it. I haven't completely finished it. This bottle's empty, but I've got it in the spray bottle instead. So I just spritz my face with it to prep my skin for my other stuff, the other toner that I'm using at the moment, and I put that all over my face. Spritz this in between if I've left, like, done something else, played a game on my phone or whatever, and then come back to my skincare. I just use this to refresh my face in between. I won't be repurchasing this only because what I want to use it for, again, it wasn't effective. But there's nothing wrong with this product if you want to add a bit of hydration into your skin, especially with something that's not going to react with your skin. It shouldn't react with the skin. It's pretty gentle stuff. So, that is everything. Let me know what you think. Comment below. Like it, subscribe it, share it, etc. Well, I said etc, like there's more to it than that. I will put the makeup I'm wearing below in case you're curious as to what it is. I'm loving my new lipstick that I bought to myself. I bought this for my sister Helen, and then I wanted it myself, and I'm glad I bought it because the colour is really pretty. It's Charlotte Tilbury's Walk of No Shame. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Oh, turn on the notifications because I forget to you know, I'm not sure when I'll be back, but hopefully I won't be gone too long. Bye for now.